Welcome, everybody, to another episode. Change starts with us, which it does. We can never change, and nobody else can change us unless if we decide that we want to change. You know, the last few weeks, and I'm sure some people have noticed, I'm no longer on Facebook. Somebody keeps reporting my page saying I'm a fake profile, and I'm not a fake profile. All they're doing is hurting those behind bars, because there's nobody who could promote our cause and try to convince people when you have so much negativity and hatefulness going around. When I walked out the front doors of Marion Correction, January 24th, 2011, approximately at 11:05 a.m. I was supposed to get out at 8 a.m., but my sister was flying in from Texas. My other sister was coming from Brunswick, so they were meeting and they drove down together. I think they stayed overnight in Columbus, though, to get me organized. They took me out for a haircut, and of course, I acted like my mother. They said, "No, I want his hair like this. No, I want it like that," um, which was okay because I was just getting used to being out. Um, but when I got out, I made a commitment to so many people that I would never stop fighting for them. But to be honest, I only intended to fight for one guy, but he ended up dying in there, and we kept getting letters and letters when I was president of Ohio Cure, and I knew we just had to keep going. And we're going to continue to go. And I stayed with Ohio Cure until I met a very beautiful lady by the name of Amy Ricks, who I was her first president of her organization. Boy, was I so proud to work with Amy and really grow as an organization and network with people um, to draw them in to what our beliefs are. And one thing is, before anybody's going to really work with you or support you, you're going to have to do a lot of educating. And if you could convince them that your way is the best way, then you're going to win them over. One is when you're talking to legislators, especially Republicans, you want to bring up the money that they're going to save. And there is a lot of money that they would save if they would start releasing the right people, at least here in Ohio. In other states too, I'm pretty sure. Um, Ohio is the sixth worst state with incarceration in the United States. That is nothing to be proud of, by no means. And then, of course, the United States is number one in incarcerations and executions. That is nothing to be proud of. What that means is that America is not doing a good job with rehabilitation, but they're going to lock people up in a warehouse situation. And it's called slave labor. They don't want to release the inmates that have been down for so long, and I call them restored citizens, that have been down for so long that are good workers, because then they're going to lose money. They don't want their employees to do the work because it costs the state more money. So if they keep them in and keep denying parole, they'll continue to do that work and help the state out. That's not a very good way to look at it. Then, of course, you have the private prisons, which are very abusive, who does an awful job of medical because they have a budget they have to follow. So they'd rather see someone get sick or die than go over that budget. And these are just some of the problems here in Ohio. I have not covered medical. I have not covered the food commissary. And the food, to be honest, I really could care less. The number one priority is that these folks can come home and be productive. So I would like to see us as an organization unite. I would love to see all the bashing stop from whoever's doing it. I have my ideas, but I can't prove it. So, that needs to stop. It all started with somebody contacting a news reporter on my past to destroy our bill. We're not going to let that destroy anything. Um, it might have put my life in danger, but of course he did not care. After he did the interview, he had enough guts to come to me. We were protesting, and he walked past me and said, "Are you all right?" And I told him, I said, "How am I supposed to be when you lied about half my case, when you disrespected me?" The thing was, he said he wanted to come down to interview us from Cincinnati, mind you, on our bill. That was it. So it was very deceitful that he and his station would allow that to happen. I'm not going to name his name because he personally should be ashamed of himself. And if he does this to somebody else who just got out of prison, I hate to say it, stress is another reason why people reoffend. And disrespect. Well, not so much disrespect, but stress definitely is. Along with women, or if you're a lady that's just been released, men are real high on the priorities of sending you back. So we have to watch our P's and Q's, and you know, and just be aware of our surroundings, and ask for help when we need it. I tell people on a regular basis is, it's great to have a get out plan, which I was very good at that. But if I would have had a stay out plan, I would have stayed out. So if people can work on, if you're a man, 5 men to be on your support team. If you're a woman, 5 women to be on your support team. Of course, parents should be on both as long as they're not using addicts or constantly in trouble with the law, because you need somebody that's positive, that's going to be part of your influence. Pastors are very good at it as well. So you always could go and try to get, most of the people coming out of prison do have a home pastor, or for those that don't, they look for one. And some of the churches have actually asked us to leave their church. And a church is supposed to be for sinners. Pastors welcome them. Grab them by the hand and say, "You are welcomed." And that does not mean you're not careful, because you should always be careful. And maybe the pastor can call the person in the office, but it does not need to be said from the pulpit. Our goal is not to embarrass anybody, but to help people, support them, and extend our hand. We are always looking for support, folks. We're gonna. I'm gonna actually mention this now about some of the events coming up. On um, let's see, on February 8th at 1 p.m. No, February 8th all day, actually, from opening to closing, at City Barbecue in Grove City. We're hosting a fundraiser. We got flyers, which we just have to type the name of the organization on the bottom, and we can email them to each person. Um, then on the 15th, we have our networking meeting at the United Methodist Church on Parsons and East Whittier in Columbus, Ohio. And that is from 1 to 3 p.m. We'd love to have you join us. And if you're able to volunteer, um, please let us know. You could email us at changebeginswithus4sure@gmail.com. changebeginswithus4sure@gmail.com. Or you could give us a call at 614-404-4924. Again, it's 614-404-4924. If you'd like to be a guest on our show sometime, please call us as well. Or if you'd like to call in, um, I can notify people in our groups on Facebook the time and the day. Okay, everyone, have yourself a great and awesome day, and of course, Happy New Year, and see you soon.